When we first moved into this house, we knew we were going to be dealing with oil heat. We really didn't know what that meant. We didn't have oil heat in our last house, but we learned pretty quickly. It was a combination of cost, very expensive to keep that tank full all year long. We knew we were introducing a lot of carbon into the atmosphere, and it drove us crazy. We knew we needed to make a change. Then we had a friend tell us about their ductless system. So we checked it out. We shopped around a little bit. Bryant seemed to have a great product. The only fear was we knew we had 6 zones we needed to condition, but now I gotta say it's the best investment we made in the house. When we first had our contractor in here to talk about the best solution for us, he showed us how putting one in the dining room and one in my office where we work would create a certain kind of airflow throughout the whole first floor, which keeps this part of the house cozy in the winter, super cool in the summer. Upstairs was a little more challenging. Each bedroom needed its own ductless system, so we've got single zones or single systems in each of the 4 bedrooms, super comfortable up in all the bedrooms. We both like it a little cooler, so it does the trick. Installation was surprisingly easy. We went to work, came home, and they had the whole upstairs done. They came back the next morning, they did the 2 downstairs units, they were out of here. Zero mess. It was surprising to me just how little they had to tear my house up to put those 6 units in. We have a box outside, an outdoor unit, a condenser. Can't even hear it when it's on. I can hear an air conditioner turning on 3 houses away, but I can't hear mine right next to the house, 10 feet away from me. I love it. I mentioned to you earlier how quiet these things are. So we have it right over here. If I didn't move this, you wouldn't even know it was here. Quiet, super quiet. We don't even know when it's running. And this unit right here is responsible for, I want to say 3 or 4 of our indoor heads. And I think the unit on the other side is responsible for the other ones. And we have room that we could expand it if we wanted to, if we ever decide we want to put one in the basement. So this is my favorite one in the whole house. This is the one in my bedroom where I can crank that baby down to a temperature where if I want I can hang meat or I can sleep like a baby. We didn't have to finance this job, although our contractor did show us some attractive options, but we did get a lot back in rebates. I want to say we got at least a couple of $1,000s in rebates back from Bryant and our utility provider. Besides the thousands we saved on oil the first year, the additional 3,000 or 4,000 we saved on rebates, it didn't pay for itself, but it knocked about a third of the cost right off the top for us. I wish I was getting a commission for all the ductless mini splits I've sold since we got this installed. Every one of our friends that visits, I recommend it. Anytime I hear a colleague or a family member that is struggling with their air conditioner, not getting the job done, or complaining about high energy bills, I highly recommend ductless to everybody.